Okay, so first thing first, I need to see somebody comment. This has been 3 hours of troubleshooting. I am not technology um, savvy, and this has definitely been a challenge. So I need to get a few comments, make sure you can hear me, make sure I got this right. Please. Then that way, if we get it right now, I know we're going to have it right for the rest of our raw vegan challenge time. So make sure you comment, please, so I can see if I can see the comments. That's important. Let me make sure that I could see the comments. Please. Right now, I know we're going to have it right for the rest of our raw. When you hop in, make sure you place a comment so I can make sure you can hear. I think I got the hearing thing down. I just need to see how I can make sure I'm seeing the comments. I even put it here on the screen on the right hand side. You'll see what new comments will display here. Okay, so Pam, I see you commented. It's on my phone, but it's not showing up on the screen yet. So maybe there's a delay there. Thank you, Pam. Bear with me, Pam, girl. Mm, this definitely has been something else. I see you said you're welcome. Well, look it up, Pam. See how it's not even showing up on the screen? So I guess this platform is not very good with showing the comments on the screen. I know some people was re-rating. I did a whole hour and 6 minutes yesterday, and nobody heard a thing. A whole hour and 6 minutes, and nobody heard nothing. So now I have to figure out why the comments is not showing um, on the screen. Hey, friend. Yeah, so this is my troubleshooter right here, Autumn. I'm so happy you jumped in. So as you can see, I can see the comments on my phone. I just don't see the comments on the screen, as you can see. And I have chat up, but I guess it's something that we can talk about maybe tomorrow. I do need to get this live done because I have more lives, cooking lives this week. So I need to get it done. Hey, Bernadette, I'm glad you caught it. Change the view. Thank you. I haven't started yet. I'm still on trouble shooting mode. Friends say change the view. Let me see. Go to chat. I don't see nothing. Testing. Look, so I was able to put testing right here. That looks like it's on YouTube. Oh, that's coming from YouTube, it looks like. So maybe. I'm not getting into that. So I can see the comments on my phone. Autumn, when we have time, we'll figure out this, seeing the comments on this screen a little bit later. So you didn't miss nothing, Bernadette. Not yet. I'm still troubleshooting. But now I'm going to be looking down just to see them. Let me put it right here. Yeah, so the comments is not coming up on the stream at all. I'm reading the comments from my phone right now, so that's fine. We're just going to do it like that for the night because we want to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this, start from the countdown so that way I can record it properly. And then we'll start the live, and I'm going to go over everything that I went over on last night lives for you guys. But as long as you guys can hear me, which is most important, and I can see the comments on my phone. I was trying to basically use my phone and the stream at the same time, and it gave me a whole lot of background noise. So that's what I was dealing with for the last hour. And then my camera on the laptop, I had the shutter off, and I'm troubleshooting, resetting, uninstalling, installing. Oh God, I am not technology savvy, but I figured it out. So I'll get to that. We'll get to the comments part at another time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the countdown, to the music, and I'm going to start the recording so that way we can go ahead and start the live and I can go over everything that we discussed on last night. All right, so welcome to the We Raw 2026 live. This is a live redo. I had to do a bit of troubleshooting in the beginning, so hopefully you just forward on to the where we're going to start, which is the countdown. I'm showing a little delay on my end. Give me a comment. I can see your comments tonight. I'm so sorry about last night, a whole hour and 6 minutes, and nobody heard a thing. So I do apologize about that. but we do have volume tonight. So we had a couple of people that commented, let me know that they can hear me. So that's most important. And we're going to go over everything that we discussed last night. So my name is Tarisha. If you're on my regular page in the Sabian Alkaline Hall, which is a Facebook group, we are participating in a We Raw Vegan journey for 21 days. In this group, every year we normally do a liquid fast, but this year my spirit had just led me to do something different. And there's the delay. Oh God. Is it hard to keep up, Bernadette? It may be my internet connection. There's a huge delay too. I can see it. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Autumn, I gotta come and see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go to a secure location tomorrow where there's better internet, where we can do this without delay. The information that you saw last night, I actually still have the recording. So tomorrow I'm gonna put the recording on the screen so that way you can see the recording, and then I'm gonna talk you through it, right? Um, oh, you said it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, no problem. So you think I should continue, or I want this to be a better video? So now I know I need to be in a good setting, but then that's going to be an issue when I'm doing the cooking videos. I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's good though. All right, let me just keep going. All right, so tonight is the redo of the live, where this is a live question and answer for the Raw Vegan challenge for the 21 days. Again, normally we do a liquid fast in the Sabian Alkaline Hall group for the last 7 years. What, 9 years? 10. Next year will be 10 years. All right, so for the last 9 years, we do a liquid fast. Last 9 years we did a liquid fast here in the group, and this year we decided that we wanted to do something different. Well, I decided I want to do something different, and my fam has joined me with doing that different. So we're doing different, we're being different. I even had a few people in the group, that just came out and let me know that they don't even come into the Sabian Alkaline Hall anymore because they feel like they have gotten all that they could. So it was time, especially we're going on 10 years next year, to just do something different and be different. So this is why we are embarking in this raw vegan journey. So if you're on this live and you're seeing this live on my regular page, more than likely you have an invite to the Sabian Alkaline Hall, or just look for the Sabian Alkaline Hall group. Let me put a caption on my screen so that way you can see how to spell it, and you want to find the Sabian Alkaline Hall so you can join us. During this raw vegan journey, we do have two coaches. Winter Autumn just came in, Wholeness Family. Winter Autumn Smith, she actually has done this raw vegan journey before. So she's one of our raw vegan coaches, as well as the boho vegan Nisi is our other coach. So they will be sharing a lot of insight throughout the 21-day raw vegan journey. And if you have questions or you need some one-on-one support, somebody to talk to, somebody that you want to connect with, you can connect with me. This is my first time doing raw. Let me just be honest. I've never, out of the 9 years I've been doing this, I have never embarked on the raw vegan journey, but I am going to do it now. And I'm so excited. I'm very excited. And I'm actually craving it. I really want to do this for this period of time. So if you are planning to do the liquid fast, we have a member, one of our in the group, Grateful Gibson has a group called Alkaline Culture. And in the Alkaline Culture, they are proceeding with the 21-day liquid fast. So if you feel better with continuing with the liquid fast and you want to do the liquid fast and not the raw vegan journey, I encourage you to join the Alkaline Culture group so that way you can definitely get some insight and have your support team with the liquid fast. But in the Saving Alkaline Hall, we're doing the We Raw journey. So in this live, we're going to talk about the meal plans. I actually post all the day 1 through 9 meal plan is posted in the group. And we're going to go over those things tonight. And then I'm going to play the video that you guys could not hear last night to show you how I made the overnight oats. During this We Raw vegan journey, we want to consume all raw foods. We don't want anything cooked whatsoever. And we thank you, Winter, for being an open book. I absolutely thank you for that. Let me push this over because I want to be able to see. Okay. And also, let me stop. It's not supposed to be showing right now. Okay. So this is day 1. With this journey, preparation is most certainly key. You have to make sure that you're preparing your foods in advance. And then you don't want to prepare your foods too far in advance because it is raw food. And as you know, raw food does not last as long in the refrigerator as, cook the food with preservatives. So you don't want to shop too early, and you also don't want to prepare your food too early. So this is going to be a lot of hands-on where you're preparing your food a day or two before it's time to you to eat it. And you want to make sure that you are preparing your meals and you know exactly what you're going to eat for the day. So that way you have a better successful journey when it comes to the raw vegan journey. So on day 1, and for the first week for me, I plan to consume some overnight oats. And again, I'm going to show you a video on how I prepare my overnight oats for the first time. And then on day 1, and this is on Thursday because we start January the 1st, we're going to consume our heavy salad. When I say heavy salad, I want you to think of all your raw fruits and vegetables, or rather vegetables for a salad that you like. Does it have to be alkaline? That's totally up to you. As long as it's raw, that's the only thing that I'm focusing on for this time period. And that's what's important for me for this time period. So if you decide that you want to do something outside of, just being alkaline, then that's fine. But you want to choose all of your raw veggies that you like, whether it be kale, peppers, onion, hemp seeds, whatever it is that you like when it comes to raw food. And we're going to make a really heavy salad on that day, on Thursday, to start off our raw vegan journey. And then I have guaco boats for dinner. Now, for dinner, I only eat one time a day anyway, so I don't kind of think that I'm going to be eating a whole lot of food. Hold on. I forgot I'm on 2 pages, so I need to see my other comments too. Okay. So when it comes to nighttime with eating raw foods, I probably just want to eat a snack or something like that. I love olives. I love all types of olives, whether they're green, they black, whatever. I love olives. So yeah, I'll be loading olives in my salad. I'm not too fond of raw tomato though, actually. So I probably won't put tomato, but if you like tomato, cucumber, peppers, onion, whatever onion you like, maybe some asparagus. You can't eat raw asparagus and things of that nature to put in your heavy salad. That will be ideal. I will be doing another live on Wednesday because I'm going to actually make my pesto and make me a salad dressing for this heavy salad. And I think I'm going to do a dressing with something with like avocado or something like that. Hey, Auntie, I just um so dressing on Wednesday on live, and I'm gonna make my pesto on Wednesday on live. But on day one, we're gonna have a heavy salad, and then you're gonna take either a cucumber, or if you decide that you're gonna do celery, you can take your guacamole that you make, and you're gonna put it on your cucumber or your guacamole or a wrap or whatever. And then this is what we're going to enjoy on day one of the raw vegan journey. All right. So, and let's go to day two. So, for day two of the raw vegan journey, again, overnight oats, because I've already made some. And I'm actually going to taste it today. I didn't taste it this morning because I knew I was redoing this live tonight. So I wanted to taste it with you guys first. And then I have been watching this raw lasagna for quite some time. So probably on Thursday, I'll soak and then come alive again to make my walnut meat and create this raw lasagna. Now, I don't too much like tomato, but I'm gonna spice this tomato up for this lasagna. And it looks like it has the pesto sauce on there, basil is on there, tomato, raw walnut meat, and I think that might be either cauliflower or something. I don't know what that is white in between, but I'm going to create my own version of this raw lasagna. And it's probably going to be some type of nut cheese, maybe a Brazil nut cheese or something like that. I'll create to be able to create that. So that's going to be a real fun video to watch on Friday on how I build this raw lasagna. And it's going to be so, so good, I bet. And then for dinner, I'm going to take some cucumber and I'm going to put my pesto, because I put pesto on the raw lasagna. And then I also love this pesto, so I'm more than likely going to have it in my salad. So one thing about me with shopping, when I go shopping and I buy all these ingredients, I'm definitely going to use the maximum that I could with all my ingredients. And I'm just going to change it up so that way you're not spending too much money on trying to keep on going back and forth to the store every day. So when I created this meal plan, I'm going to be using the same things on the shopping list that you see in the group. The shopping list in the group is in the featured posts. At the very top, there's featured posts, and you'll be able to see the shopping list. So we're going to go over that as well. All right. Also for day two, as you can see, there's a note here under the number 2 that says soak your chickpeas. So I've always known you got to cook the chickpeas, but they say no, you can soak your chickpeas. I guess I'm thinking that you probably need to soak them for more than a day till they soften up, and then we can enjoy those chickpeas later on. So on day 2 is when I'm going to go ahead and start soaking my chickpeas so I can see how long it's going to take for those chickpeas to soften up for me to be able to use my chickpea meals that we're going to talk about coming up next. But overnight oats is just going to be an everyday thing for me. Like for the first week, at least, it's going to be overnight oats. Now, on day 3, when I'm cooking anything, I'm not going to make just one serving. So, of course, I know I'm going to love that raw lasagna. So, I'll have the raw lasagna for lunch the next day. But then after that, I'm going to make some pesto noodles. Some pesto noodles. Now, with the noodles, you'll need to get, let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up to show you. It's at Walmart. It costs about $20. And it's on Amazon too. So let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay. So let me go and I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay. Okay, so you'll need to get one of these for quite a few of our meals as well, because this is where I'll slice my cucumber for the lasagna. But this is also where I'm going to take my zucchini, my squash, or any other raw food that I'm going to have. I'm going to make sure I go to Walmart to get this so that way I can create my zucchini noodles for my day 3 dinner, which will be the pesto sauce with the zucchini um, cut, mushroom like spaghetti. Now, another way you can do this is you can make spaghetti with this. So I can also add my walnut meat into the cut zucchini to make like a raw spaghetti, especially when you're putting the Brazil nut cheese on there as well. And that's probably going to be really, really good. But make sure you go to Walmart and get you a cutter, so that way you can be able to design and be very creative when it comes to preparing your raw foods and your meals. All right, so let's go back and let's go ahead and go to day 4. My computer is moving like molasses. Olives are raw. They are. Oh, you asked the question. You was asking me, are olives raw? Olives are raw, and I definitely will be using a lot of olives in that 21-day period. I'll use olives like snacks, to be honest. I love olives, black, green, whatever. So I have my pesto noodles and maybe even add the walnut meat like I have on the screen on day 3 of the meal plan. And raw vegan is reported to be somewhat similar to the liquid fast, where you may feel a little aggravated because you are forcing your body to eat what you tell it, not what your body is telling you that you want to eat. So this is probably going to be in day 3, a good day to do some meditations, to relax with yourself, so that way you can be very efficient and be kind of settled in the mind. You have your mindset ready to be successful with this raw vegan journey. Kelp noodles is also, and also if you are dealing with any thyroid issues, kelp noodles is very good in iodine. If you're over 50 and your body is lacking iodine, then you want to get some kelp noodles. With kelp noodles, I think you can just soak those in hot water for them to be prepared and ready to eat. Kelp noodles are very similar to me with sea moss noodles, because when you soak and clean sea moss, or at least the sea moss that I have, that's wildcraft, real wildcraft sea moss, it looks just like kelp noodles as well. Same thing with quinoa. You don't have to cook quinoa. Quinoa can be soaked in hot water and let it just sit like half a day or so, and it will start to, it'll be done and prepared and ready for you to eat. So kelp noodles is definitely a good option if you don't have the zucchini cutters, or if you don't like zucchini, you can use whatever raw option that you think is best for you when it comes to um, the spaghetti replacement for this raw vegan journey. Okay. All right. So let's go to day 4. Cup noodles, I would go on Amazon, to be honest, or you can maybe check with your Asian markets in your area. Asian markets may have cup noodles. Just go on Amazon and get you some cup noodles. They may have them in Whole Foods. I'm not sure. Um, but try Whole Foods as well. But well, we know they are, and they're gonna come to your door instead of you riding to store to look for them. I would just get them off of Amazon. But like I said, especially if you're dealing with any thyroid issues, you know what? Before we go to day 4, let me also talk about that a little bit. When you go raw, there could be some adverse reactions if you're not doing this properly. Even when you're going vegan or raw or whatever diet you have, you must have minerals in your body. Okay, so you want to eat the foods that's going to serve your body best, which is why I said if you are dealing with thyroid issues, then you want to load up with kelp noodles and eat a lot of the kelp noodles during time of your re-raw journey. If you are dealing with low iron, you want to make sure that you have like sarsaparilla and things of that nature. So you want to make sure that you mineral up during this raw vegan journey so that way you have the necessary nutrients that your body need and don't have to deal with the adverse reactions that most people have when going raw or even going vegan without the necessary nutrients. And I'll tell you a little story about that, what has happened to me over the 9 years, a little bit later. Um, so let's go ahead and go to day 4. So with day 4, this is where our chickpea meals are going to come into place. Of course, when I'm making my chickpea tuna, mock tuna salad with chickpeas, I'm not going to make just enough for one day. And I know that this is something that I'm going to really love and I'm going to enjoy eating it. So I'm going to use the chickpeas in several different meals over the next few days from through day 4 and 5. So again, you see the overnight oats, which we're going to show you a video of how I prepare my overnight oats. And then you're going to have a chickpea tuna salad, or that same heavy salad that you made on day 1, but we're going to add the chickpea tuna salad on top of that. And then for dinner, you could use the coconut wraps. You could use, the nori sheets. Noris is also a form of iodine. And that's nori sheets are the black sheets that they use when they make sushi. And you actually going to put some of that inside of your mock tuna salad to give it that, that fishy taste a little bit. But you can use whatever wrap you want, and we're going to take that mock tuna salad and put it inside of some type of wrap to have for dinner on day 4. Okay. Day 5. So again, I'm going to repeat that tuna because I know I'm going to love it. So I'm going to have a chickpea bowl. Now, with the chickpea bowl, it may not necessarily be the salad, but I'm going to enjoy the chickpeas. Why? Well, if you have hormone issues, right, and your body is being depleted in estrogen, then chickpeas is good to eat. Now, if you already have high estrogen, then you don't want to eat too much chickpeas because it does increase your estrogen levels in the body. But chickpeas is also a good source of protein. That's one of the things that I have suffered with being a vegan for 9 years. And I have, really, really extremely low in protein because at one point I wasn't drinking the teas and taking my sea moss a little bit over the last 2 years or so. So I definitely was subjected to those things and not having minerals. So that's when I keep telling you guys to make sure you mineral up. Make sure you mineral up because that's very important when you are eating anything, especially when you're eating vegan foods, you're eating raw foods, you must keep the minerals in your body. So make sure that you're eating the foods that's going to serve your body the most. And make sure you are, what it is that you're sensitive to. If you can't have a certain things, and don't eat too much of it. Like I'm going to enjoy these chickpeas for this meal time because I want that salad. I want this chickpea bowl, and I want the chickpea lettuce wrap that you see on here, but I know also I can't have too many chickpeas, so it'll stop right there and I'll probably eat something else. All right. So just be cognizant of what works best for you, what you can have, what you can't have, and what you need to kind of limit yourself on having. You need to know those things. All right. So on day six will be next Tuesday. So then we're going to switch it up to the tacos, the stuffed taco peppers, where we're going to take our walnut meat and make us like a taco meal with the peppers. We're going to take that taco meat, stuff it in some peppers, put some olives, some of our favorite vegetables on there, and enjoy our stuffed taco peppers. Red peppers, green peppers, whatever your favorite pepper is, you'll use. More than likely, I'll be using a red pepper. And trust me, again, each day I'm going to make sure I post each one of these on a daily basis so you know exactly what we're doing for that day. And then I'll be actually preparing all these foods on live throughout the re-raw journey as well. And then for dinner, I'll wrap it up in a wrap, whether it's a coconut wrap or lettuce wrap or even the sushi wrap or whatever the case may be. I'll make sure I wrap it up in a wrap to have for dinner. So I'll be, again, using all of the ingredients on the shopping list in different ways in that first week. And so even with me putting this meal plan together and knowing what I want to eat, my mind and my taste bud is already anticipating it. So I think this is what's going to make it really easy for me in the first week of doing this raw vegan journey. Okay, so for day 7, 8, and 9, Shan Shay, one of our hall admins, she does this challenge all the time in the group, and it's the 3-day apple detox challenge. So we're going to incorporate that in this We Raw journey. So for 3 days, we'll do an apple detox where we're going to have apples all day. So you may want to juice you some apples, make some apples, okay, or have you some apples ready for day 7, 8, and 9 going into the second week. So that way we can really get the benefit of doing this 3-day apple detox. I've seen some great comments with people that really have benefited from doing an apple detox. So we are going to embark that during our Re-Raw vegan challenge as well. All right, so that is for the first week of our meal plan. This is a shopping list that you should see in the group. On the featured post, there is a shopping list up there. So make sure you get that shopping list. Today is Monday, so starting tomorrow on Wednesday, you can go ahead and start buying your fresh fruits and your vegetables and everything else that you need that is perishable as we prepare for the week. And again, like I said before, on Wednesday I'll go live again as I prepare my pesto sauce as well as a dressing for the salad. I'll be preparing that as well. No, I did, but that's going to be in week 2. So week 1 is the apple detox, and then week 3 is going to be the coconut water. Thank you so much for that reminder. But the coconut water will definitely be in week 3. And I'll talk more about the benefits of doing that coconut water challenge. And it's ironic too, because my husband was like, he wanted to do a water detox, a water fast during this journey as well. So we definitely will incorporate a coconut water, 3-day coconut water in week 2. All right. So make sure you go into the group, get that shopping list, review the meal plans. If you have any suggestions that you want to incorporate yourself, I encourage you to post it. We want to hear from you, right, in this journey, so that way we can learn from each other, we can support each other. If you try something and like, oh my God, I tried this and it was so good, make sure that you post it in the group. Winter and the Boho Vegan is definitely going to do some lives and come and answer some questions for you guys and continue to give us some suggestions on things that we can incorporate and enjoy during this journey. Now, each of these pages, you saw T at the bottom. Again, I cannot stress it enough. It's very important for you to make sure that you mineral up. Get the minerals in your body. If you are focusing on detoxing, get you some detox cleanse. The buy two, get one free is back at originallawOceans.com. If you're dealing with high blood pressure, I have some blends for that. Diabetes, there are some blends for that on the originallaw.com. But make sure that you are mineraling up and you need to have your minerals ready for this journey. So that way you're getting the necessary iron that you need, you're getting the chromium that you need, that you're not eating certain foods. So, and you're not eating a lot of solid foods like that. You're eating foods that's going to detox you, but you need to make sure that you get minerals in your body to make sure that we have a successful turnaround as well when it comes to this. So you need to have some herbal tea on a daily basis. Also, make sure you drink your water. My husband telling me right now that I'm not drinking enough water on a daily basis, so I need to increase my water intake on a daily basis. Also, if you need to have some type of sea moss, is very beneficial for you because you get 92 of the minerals that the body has is in the sea moss alone. On my website, these are capsules, and this capsule has sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock, and sarsaparilla root. So you can go that route when it comes to the sea moss. I also have the sea moss seasoning, the all-purpose seasoning, which I definitely will be using all the time. And or if you have sea moss gel that you can either cook with, because you're going to see how I'm going to incorporate that in my video, and actually put it in my teas or whatever, so that way I know I have the necessary minerals that I need to be safe in this re-raw journey. All right, so let me go ahead and put up the video, but before I do that, this is the overnight oats that I prepared. And I'm going to bring up my screen so that way I can share with you guys how I prepared it. Let me see. And as the video is playing, I'm going to, just kind of tell you what I was doing and how I was doing it. And I'm tasting it for the first time. And oh my goodness. I'm eating that every morning. That should be really good. Okay. So on this video, I made some overnight oats. We're going to have overnight oats every day for the first 6 days. So I made 3 of them last night. Hemp seeds is important. Getting protein in your body, make sure that you have some hemp seeds for protein. Again, chickpeas is a source of protein. That's kamut flakes. That's what I use in place of oatmeal. I bought some kamut flakes to use for my overnight oats. I'm not gonna eat and talk, but this is really good. This is my first time to overnight oats. I never even had them before, but it's really good. This is the sushi nori sheets that I was talking about. They use this to actually make sushi with, but we're gonna wrap it, use it as a source of a wrap. You can put walnut meat in it, put your mock tuna in it. And this right here is the coconut wraps. So anytime we have a source of wrap, or you want a snack, or you feeling like, oh, I need something else a little bit more healthy, you can stuff your vegetables or whatever it is that you want that's raw in either that sushi wrap or that coconut wrap. Now, of course, with bananas, this is not an alkaline banana. Our alkaline bananas is the Boro bananas, but I didn't have any burr banana. They didn't have any burn bananas in the store that I went to when I bought these. So I'm going to use these bananas because I'm doing a source of like a yogurt. Because I saw where some overnight oats have yogurt, and of course, I don't eat yogurt. So I decided to make me some yogurt. The kamut flakes I got from Amazon as well. Everything you see up here, pretty much, except for the bananas and the hemp seed, I got from Amazon. So I got my jars, made some overnight oats, the kamut flakes. I got raspberry. I got my sea moss gel because I'm going to put that in both my milk as well. That's date syrup. So with the date syrup, it's amazing. I can't wait to y'all see what I'm going to do with that date syrup in 2026. I got an idea for that. But that's date syrup. And this right here is rice paper. Of course, rice paper is not an alkaline thing, but you just basically soak rice paper in water and you can stuff whatever you want in it. I think it might be considered raw. I don't know. I've had it for a while. I might try it. I don't know, but I know I'm going to use coconut wraps for sure. So that's anything wraps. If I'm doing anything with the wrap, I'm going to use either one of those. So this right here is I posted this in the group. That's it. These are fruit bars. The strawberry mango is really good. They're a little bit smaller than what I posted on the group before. But on Amazon, they had a whole pack. I think it's like 38 of these in this pack. I've already started eating them, so I know I'm going to have to get another pack. But really good to have for snacks while we're on this raw vegan journey. And yeah. So the first thing that we have to do with making overnight oats is we need to make our milk, right? Again, if you are dealing with low protein, not having enough protein in your body, then doing hemp seed milk is going to be more beneficial for you. Of course, walnut milk is really good. It's really creamy. You can make it as sweet as you want. I also have some health benefits like heart health is affiliated with having walnut. So walnut milk could be good, but I'm going to do hemp seed milk in this video. I had to get my little measuring cup right there. And other stuff that I was missing. I heard this thing was muted the whole time. I'm going to use blueberry and raspberry in overnight oats. So I'll make a few different jars. That's sea salt that you see in the back. Oh, that's the sea moss seasoning. This is I'm not using that for overnight oats, but the sea moss seasoning is an all-purpose sea moss seasoning. Make sure that you mineral up anything that you eat. That's also available on the website. my sea salt, and hemp seeds. So of course, when I'm making something, I hardly ever use a measuring cup. I tried to use a measuring cup on this video, but it still didn't work. I didn't feel like it worked. So I ended up adding more. That's the Brazil nuts. I actually added 4 Brazil nuts to my hemp milk mixture. Brazil nuts have some good benefits to it. I don't kind of remember what it is right now to be able to tell you, but Google it. But you also can't have too many Brazil nuts in a day's time because then it becomes toxic. So I added 4 Brazil nuts. That's my hemp seeds. Add a little sea salt for taste, not much. I put sea moss gel in pretty much everything. So I'm putting a tablespoon or so of sea moss gel in my milk. And then I'm going to add the water as soon as I finish talking. And that's a jug of spring water. I added like a half a cup of hemp seeds in there, and then I'm putting the water in there. But I wanted a little bit more milk, so I ended up adding more hemp seeds, and then I added more water as well. Yeah, that was just a little bit. And it turned out it was too much because I had a whole lot left after I made the oats. So as you can see, I added a little bit more water. I added more hemp seeds because I wanted a little bit more thicker. And blend. And that's how you make milk. And when you start making your own milk like that, it's kind of hard for you to go back and drink, other regular milk. I mean, you can buy some walnut milk and almond milk and stuff like that in the store. A lot of those milks actually contain canola oils, some type of oil in it. So I just prefer to make my own milk when I can. Look at her. It looks just like milk too, don't it? So you need milk to be able to make your overnight oats. And one thing about this journey when you're cooking foods like this is like you have to make your ingredients to make the dish that you want. Very similar to eating alkaline foods, but raw is no different. You got to make the ingredients that you need to be able to prepare your dish. And then I'm going to add some date syrup in my milk to give it a little bit of sweetening, not much, just a little bit. And blend and turn it a little bit darker, but it's fine because it's really good. I'm actually eating the oven. That's why I shouldn't be eating and talking at the same time. But I'm eating the overnight oats right now as I'm talking to you guys, and it's so good. Oh my God. The kamut flakes turned out to be very soft. Okay. Then with this, you need to have a strainer, and it needs to be the mesh strainer or even a bag, a strainer bag, cheesecloth would work to be able to strain out the milk so it's very liquid. Now, what I also discovered, which is I'm going to say next, your walnut milk or your hemp seed milk and the extra fiber or juicing, the extra fiber stuff that you get out of it, I decided to make sure that I put it in my pudding to make it a source for making pudding, because I actually made a banana pudding to put into my overnight oats. Okay. This is what is that? Yeah, I'm gonna actually take that excess hemp seed fiber that was left over after I strained and I added to my coconut milk, because when I make the yogurt, my banana yogurt, I actually use coconut milk because coconut milk is a whole lot heavier and a much creamier. So I use that to make the yogurt out of bananas. Okay, so now here it is where I'm going to make the yogurt. So I added a banana. It's best to use a barrel banana, but if you don't have it, okay, a banana. And with the banana, I used the coconut milk. Break that up. I started off with one banana and I end up using two. Mixed up that hemp seed with the coconut milk, and I also put the coconut milk in the food processor. So I use the blender for the milk, but I'm using a food processor for the yogurt. I want it to be a little thick to make it like a yogurt consistency to put in my overnight oats. So I start off with one banana and then I actually put in another banana. So as you can see, I added even a third banana because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. And I wanted to have a yogurt-like consistency when it comes to my banana yogurt. So you see how that turned out? It was quite thick. And I just added it to my overnight oats. I've already put some of the flakes and the date syrup at the bottom of the jar. I put some of the yogurt in there and it was really good, but I decided to do something different. So I put a little salt and key lime, the juice of a key lime in the yogurt, and that just took the taste to a whole nother level. I mean, a whole nother level. I love it. And I'm eating it right now, so it's really good. Okay. So for the sake of time, we're just going to speed this up. I've already added, and I just kind of stacked it. I put the milk, I put the kamut flakes, I stacked it with the fruit, and put it in a jar, and then let the jar just sit in the refrigerator overnight. And I made about 3 jars. So as you can see in the middle right here, with the raspberry on top, that was one jar. And then the second jar I'm doing right here is the blueberry. And the blueberry is what I'm eating actually right now as we're doing this video. And there you have it. Overnight oats for day 1 through 3 has already been done, but I'm eating it right now. So I definitely have to make more. And of course, when I make these foods, guys, again, I'm going to make sure I make all of my meals on live. Hold on. I make all my meals on live so you can see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And I would love to have your participation in those lives so that way you can share your ideas, how you feel, tell me how it tastes, or whatever the case may be, so we can really make this an enjoyable moment. So it has been quite some time. We are 1 hour now, and I want to keep this live video at times length no more than an hour. I will see you guys again on Wednesday. I'm going to get these kinks out of the way with this technical difficulty, get these kinks out of the way so we don't have these issues or concerns when it comes to our lives going forward. I thank you so much for taking the time to participate in this live tonight. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. Again, if you have any suggestions, you see some lives, you see a recipe, you see anything that's raw and you want to incorporate it in your journey, make sure you share that in the Sabian Alkaline Hall so that way we can enjoy whatever it is that you saw and make this just a fun adventure for all of us. And let's be raw for 2026. So y'all have a good night. See y'all again Wednesday. I don't know what time. Just turn on your notifications so that way I can make sure that you're present. Y'all have a good night.